So there, the relationships and all the weird stuff with the kids, you have gotten the whole rundown. You've gotten start to finish with Yvonne. You've gotten start to finish with Bethany. You've gotten start to finish with Jen. You've gotten start to finish with Tiffany. Yvonne, I don't count. I'm 40 years old. I've had technically 4 serious relationships, which were the only 4 relationships I really had. The other ones were not serious. I was dating a girl named Brandy. I dated a girl named Heather, and uh, 2 Sams. One was from Harford County. One was Tiffany's cousin and insider that Tiffany kept sending around. The reason why I don't count them is because the one Sam, we never did anything. The other Sam, I had to do something because that's exactly the type of person she was. She would have known something was up if I didn't. And she was pushing for it, just like the other women do. She did the exact same things, literally, that Tiffany did. And when I would bring that up, oh, well, you're trying to compare me to your ex. No, you're the one doing it, and that's what she did. I didn't say, please don't be doing these things like she did. That would be comparing or, already setting you up and believing that you're already going to act like my ex. I didn't do that. I left an open, clean slate, didn't care. I was going to see how she was going to react, and that was it. And I did the same things. I was respectful. I was loyal. I never did anything wrong. This chick was watching raunchy, nasty movies, teen movies, you know, the perverted ones, like some that are kind of like American Pie type things with multiple other men, had nothing but guy friends that she would run to, had her car and another dude's name that she was stringing along. Oh, dude, it was fucked up. But I couldn't watch ridiculousness because there was a blonde girl named Chanel West Coast on it, and she would lose her shit. This is also shortly after I lost my kids, and there were times that I couldn't sleep. And this girl would freak the fuck out. I was up to no good. I was seeing somebody else because I could not sleep. What the fuck? Chick, there are plenty of times you weren't sleeping all night. You were doing something. Did I ever wake up and say that you're going out with multiple men and you're doing nothing but cheating because you couldn't sleep? No. This chick, yeah, one night, um, I was actually able to get some rest, and she's taking pictures of me sleeping, and for some reason my hand is strung over her shoulder, and she had her breast out, taking a picture of it, and then shows it to me, laughing in the morning, like, "Oh, you did this." And if you look at the position of my body and my hand and all that draped over her shoulder or whatnot while it does not look like I did that. It looks like she placed my hand over her side and just pulled her shirt down, which I don't know. I've never done that before to anyone, so I don't know. It almost felt kind of like the Upchurch thing. Like, why the fuck are you up at 2 or 3 in the morning? I think it was 2 or 3 in the morning, around there, taking pictures of my hand draped over you. I mean, you were wide awake. You were not asleep at all. What the fuck? Not only that, I didn't have much work at the time. Like I said, my reputation was being destroyed. People were attacking me because I was saying the truth about what was going on with my kids. But anyway, her dad was coming into town and she wanted to take them out. And mind you, she would go clean old men's houses in skimpy outfits and let them look at her for money, which was also weird, but whatever. Um, yeah, I was just observing all the bullshit that she was doing. She had kids. I treated her kids like, they were my own. And her kids, dude, the two were crazy. They were crazy. They were lazy. They didn't know how to do anything for themselves at all. They got upset over the smallest things for no reason. Like they were out back playing, and her son Merrick had uh, stepped in, dog poop, and barely got it on his shoe. And he takes his shoe off and he starts hopping around and crying. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, I got dog poop on my shoe." I said, "So wipe it off in the grass and then rinse it off with the hose." And there you go. He starts screaming and wailing even louder. And I'm like, "What the hell?" "I don't know what to do." And I'm like, "Buddy, I just told you what to do." And his little sister turns to me and says, "You don't know my brother. You don't tell him what to do." I said, "Well, I didn't. Wait a minute. You act like I'm being mean to him. I'm not being mean to him. I'm just telling him how to fix his problem." And yeah, she started crying. He started crying. I'm like, "Well, what the hell is going on here?" All I did was say, "Wipe it off in the grass, and there's the hose. Turn it on and clean it off." Uh, what? I was shocked. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I'm being manipulated into doing this for him. That's what was going on. Right. So basically, instead of them saying, "Well, I don't want to touch it. Can you show me what you're talking about?" Or being manipulated that way, it was just a bunch of whining, screaming, yelling stuff at me. And I'm like, huh? And of course, I'm trying to figure out, I'm asking questions. I'm like, how do you get that? What? I wish I had it on video because I'm talking to this little guy just like I am right now. So yeah, I don't. And her ex, which was their dad, always gave me like some type of attitude because this was a weird thing too. This woman lived with her ex, and they were talking, or he was talking to her about getting back together, blah blah blah, and she kept telling him, no, this and that and the other. Come to find out, it was the same fucking reasons why me and Tiff broke up as why he broke up with her. And she was trying to act like he was crazy, and that's why she wouldn't get back with him, is because she wasn't doing those things. And you're doing the same things in front of me. What are you talking about? You weren't doing those things. When I first met you outside of Cedar Hill, which technically that would have been around the time Merrick was born, or you were pregnant with your daughter, and you're out running the streets while you're with Rob. What? But you never did that, and you were always this perfect little. Okay, no. Yeah, because she showed up at my house with this dude. His name is Brian Williams, also. It's not my nephew, Brian. It's another one that has his same name. And this dude is bad news. Always has been. He happened to live in Cedar Hill down the way, and he always used to stop by because he was friends with, guess who? Tiffany. This is the boy that threatened to beat up my cousin because him and her stepbrother decided to act like gangsters in their trailer park when they were younger. And my Aunt Lisa called me up because they were all threatening to jump Chris. And Aunt Lisa knows me. I will defend my cousin, but I want to know what he did. I want to know that they're just fucking with him because he's innocent. Because if he's not innocent and he did something, I want to know what it is. Aunt Lisa swore up and down that Chris didn't do nothing. They were just, bullying him and trying to beat him up all the time. So I went down there and I beat up three of them, and three other ones started telling me what was going on after we'd gotten into an altercation. And that's when Corey had showed up, which is Tiffany's stepbrother, and started running his mouth to these people, thinking that I was going to back him up. Come to find out, Corey had been beating up the girl Nancy that was their sister. Okay. And Chris was just taking up for Corey, even though Corey was doing things that Corey shouldn't have been doing. And the one boy uh, told me, he said, "Look, whether we fight over this or not, I'm going to get a hold of him for what he did to my sister." And I said, "All I want to do is hear your sister's side. That's all I want to do." And he called his sister out, Nancy, and Nancy was all beat up. And I don't know Nancy, so I can't tell you if she was the type to have an attitude and start fights before or not. All I can tell you is the girl I met seemed like a really sweet person. Now, she could have been manipulating, but it did not seem like she was the type that would be doing anything to, start an altercation, like hitting him, all that kind of stuff first, just being a total fucking asshole. I did not get the impression that she was that type of person. I got the impression that she was the other type of person. And all I said was, Chris, you're not in this. You're going to take your ass home. Corey, you're going to stand here and handle your business with this dude. Because I don't know what the fuck went down in between you and that girl, but that's bullshit. And you need to answer for it. My cousin Chris is not coming to your aid when you do shit like that. And that's when Chris started acting like he didn't know, which I don't know if he knew or not. I mean, the way he was acting, it seemed like he didn't know. And I said, let me tell you something. If somebody attacks you, whether they're man or female, you have every right to defend yourself. But if you're going to attack a female just because you think you can beat her into doing what you want, no, dude. You're not being defended for that. And Corey just looked at me like, are you fucking kidding me? I told him right to his face, you're lucky I ain't beating your ass for it. Because let me tell you something. I don't believe in beating up females. I also don't believe in not defending yourself. There is a difference. But you don't just go around attacking fucking innocent people. You don't want to attack an innocent man either. Because you get your ass whooped, or he has a friend that comes and beats your ass for attacking him when he was innocent. That's what you get. Stop trying to bully innocent people into shit that you want. Do it your damn self. Or don't do it. It's fucking ridiculous. I see a lot of people doing that, and it's being rewarded. As in, people are accepting it. What the fuck? And acting like the other person was in the wrong. Get the fuck out of here, man. Regardless, this things with my kids was set up to happen. They knew about it. They were scared. They told police. They told everybody. And these people used people's heartstrings to get money and manipulate out of it.